and welcome once again to the Zhouyi Show, Persons of Interest. Right now, I'm sitting in for Zhouyi. She's in the control room. We're a little short of help over at the MNN TV network, and Zhouyi is directing, as I said before, from the control room. And we have as our guests once again Mr. Ho Q Tung. He's an Yijing master from Taiwan, and he's the co-founder of the Global Yijing Association. Right next to me, we have Xin Yu, who is
hello.
One of the interpreters.
Yeah.
Hi. And then, of course, we have another interpreter, Tracy. Hi, Tracy, down there. And, of course, I'm Danny Darrow, sitting in for Zhouyi show, Persons of Interest. So welcome, everybody.
Thank you, Danny.
And I'd like to pick up the show. In the last show, there was so many books on on the history, and everything, of your country and everything else. And I asked Mr. Ho the question what he believed was the correct version or the real version of the past history of their country, and how do we start that again?
I think Master Ho can give a brief.
Okay, Master Ho,
answer,
would you just tell us, in your opinion, what do you think out of thousands of all these books, which book, in your opinion, do you believe would be the correct book?
我们用一句简短的话和承接上一段来讲，您认为在上千本书里边，哪一本书是最准确的，或者是您推荐的？您的观点？
这个《黄节金氏》是一本非常到位的好书，它也是在《四库全书》里边被收藏的，也就是宋朝邵雍、邵康节所作，对吧？所以这个很好的书。大概无出其右者。
Okay, if we have to talk about one book among the thousands of books.
The thousands of books.
Yeah, it should be 黄节金氏. The book of name is 黄节金氏. 黄节
D
就是一个 pole， 一个 pole P-O-L-E。
P-O-L.
The North Pole, the South Pole, the two pole of the Earth.
Yeah, all right.
Pole.
Oh, okay.
Pole.
I want the listening audience to really understand exactly what that is, because maybe they're going to go look for that book.
Oh, yeah.
See?
Yes.
So, can you just give me the name of the book again so everybody can hear it?
黄
Wang.
Like a yellow.
Okay.
Yeah, like yellow.
Yellow.
Okay.
D.
It's the pole, the North Pole.
The pole?
And, yeah, the pole.
Okay.
金
就是经典的经。
It's a classic. 经
Okay.
经
世就是世界的世。
Shi. All right.
Yeah.
Shi.
Yeah.
是。
All right. Okay. Now, where could they find this book?
他们在哪儿能够找到这本书呢？
现在在清朝的时候，这个康熙跟乾隆他们有整理。在乾隆皇帝的时候完书，这叫《四库全书》当中的一本。
You can find this book in the 四库全书. 四库全书 is organization, the book organized by two empires in China. And one is Kangxi, the other is Qianlong.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can find in the market actually.
In the market, could they go on the internet and can they find a book?
Yeah.
Can they find this book?
I believe they can. Yes.
And everything. Now, how far back does this book date?
那四库全书是大概多久之前呢？
四库全书就是距今大概是300多年前。
It's back to 300 years ago.
300 years ago. All right. Okay.
In Qing Dynasty.
Is the Qing Dynasty? Yeah, and this is a culmination of all the other books, or is it a culmination of what somebody thought, or did they read all the other books and make up this one book?
That's a combination.
他说
a collection of
四库
books.
全书是整理所有的书之后的一个整理的一个集合本，还是说我总结完了，这是我的总结本呢？就是我看完了之后我总结的？
不是，它是4套，经、史、子、集，那是在 这个清朝的时候，清初把它做整理，就是把我们历代是可以不会受到有怪力乱神啊，甚至有邪说横行啊，或者是有不端正的解释方法的这一套书，所以我们叫四库全书。
Actually, 四库全书 is a collection. It's a collection. I mean, many books. It's four. It's totally it's 4 books.
Yeah.
Separately like Jing, Shi,
Classic.
Zi, Ji, and
each book is one is Ching and the 2 is
yes,
the other one.
Shi,
And it's
Zi,
yeah, all right.
Ji, yes.
So it's a set of 4 books. Is
它
that
是
what it
4
is?
套书，对不对？
不是，它有150几套书。
It's not 4 sets. It's
It's
more than
one-
159.
4 parts. There are 4 parts.
There's 4 parts.
Totally like
Yeah. Is it in 1 book? Is it one with 4 parts, or is it 4 different books?
No, actually there are 150
155套。
155 books divided into 4 parts.
Oh my
4
God!
parts.
155 books divided into
Yes,
4
yes.
parts.
They do just the collection those books.
And people can get this on the internet. Can you tell them how they can get it?
Yes, I can find it on internet.
Yeah. But while we're doing the show now, I'd like to tell everybody, go and get these books and let's see what the history, let's see what the Chinese history is.
他说在网上是不是能买到这
see
些
if
书？
they
买应该可以，还是可以买得到。不过现在很贵了哈。
Yeah, we can buy it on the internet.
On the internet,
but
yeah.
Maybe it's a little bit expensive now.
Yeah. But that'd be interesting to find out. Going back, thousands of years and finding out what the history is. A lot of people don't know.
说，但有趣的是，我们通过这些书能够找到几千年之前的一些历史和一些故事。
是的，
对。
他借着故事来诠释这哲学。那么我们知道，国会图书馆里边这些藏书本来就很丰富，是不是也透过当你可以去图书馆里边把这些书拿来做翻译、做诠释，这也是很好的事啊。
Yes, you are right. We can through those stories and books to know the thousands of years history.
Yeah, it'd be beautiful to find out.
But one more thing is, in the D.C., Washington D.C. There are many collections about the book. Actually, about Yijing. They are collected by the U.S. library.
Yeah.
If we can find more books from there to be public, then that would be great.
It'd be absolutely wonderful.
Yes.
Be wonderful. Now, getting into the 8 trigrams, the yin yang, the solid line represents the yang, the creative principle. The open line represents the yin, the receptive principle, expressing the idea of complementary changes. When yang is on top, yin is increasing, and vice versa. Now.
It's very
Can
complicated.
can Mr. Ho explain this? And is this in these books?
OK， 他说想让您解释一下这句话。那在八卦当中有阴和阳，那实线的代表阳，那它是创造和生长的一个意思。那虚线代表的是阴，阴是接受的意思。那么阴同时也代表变化的互补性。那是说，当阳在最顶端的时候，阴是在向上增长，反过来也是这样。这个说法是正确的？
不太正确啊。我们讲阴长阳消，阳消阴长，它是互补。为什么叫互补？阳来的时候阴就没有了，阴来的时候阳都没有了。那其实呢，我们把阴阳呢，用具体一点来讲，阳是看得到的。是热的，是暖和的，是温暖的，是高的，那阴呢是看不到的，它是低下的，是冷的，是尖锐的，所以这个解释起来了，这个一阴一阳之谓道，它涵盖太广了，它层面太多了，所以易经它为什么它伟大？它就是深者见其深，浅者见其浅。
Actually, the correct answer is when yin is increasing. the yang is decreasing,
Okay.
and they are complementary. And yang represent the visible things, like something we can see.
Okay.
And like the worm.
Okay.
It's very warm,
Okay.
and it's high.
Okay.
That's yang. And yin represent cold. It's very cold,
All right.
sharp, and invisible.
All right.
We cannot see that.
I see. Okay. How about Taoism and Confucianism?
Okay. You mean
Is that in the, if I'm pronouncing it correctly?
Taoism?
Yeah.
Taoism
Okay.
and Confucianism.
Okay. Now, is that coming out of the books as well? And exactly what is that? Can you
Okay.
explain that to us?
他说，道家和孔子儒家思想也是来自于《易经》吗？那这些到底什么是道家，什么是儒家？
好的，《道德经》就是诠释《易经》的一种一套书，它只有5000言。其实我们现在找到它有3万字的《道德经》是属于道家的，它是无为而治，为无为，无所不为。那什么是儒家的呢？就是四书。四书有《论语》《孟子》《大学》《中庸》。其实这个四书都是解释《易经》之作，所以呢，这是具体代表儒家的。那么儒家呢，是源于道家。孔子在51岁的时候去往见老子，来学礼问礼，就是把《易经》整套东西带回去的一个依据。对。
Actually, Taoism and Confucianism, they are from Yijing, the Book of the Changes.
Okay.
And Taoism is the explanation of Yijing. And the theory of Taoism, they encourage or they suggest do nothing about anything. That's their theory. And Confucianism, we all know Confucius. Confucius, he learned from the Taoism. Then he creates the Confucianism. And the Confucianism, they have the famous 4 books. And those books are explanation of Yijing.
I see.
Yeah.
And Tracy, you want to get in on this a little bit and give us your version of this?
Okay, and there are and Confucius. There are 4 books.
Yeah, the 4 books.
Maxwell just mentioned.
Okay.
The first is Great Learning, and the second is Doctrine Mean, and the third is like the Classic Annals.
Okay.
And the third is Spring and Autumn Annals.
Okay.
4 books.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, now, was philosophy a strong influence on the battlefield genius of Sun Tzu, probably the most influential military writer in history?
他说，孙子兵法是在战场上，在古代的时候有非常影响力的一本书。那这本书跟《易经》有什么关系呢？
当然也是从《易经》来的呀。他讲的阵法都是用《易经》里边千变万化，但是呢，现在解释孙子兵法里边的呢不到位。他不能够把它里边的真正用意把它解释到位。不要说什么，就是说我们在讲《易经》这一块的时候，我们解释起来是糊里糊涂啦。所以他不是把真正《易经》的本意来做公开来做诠释，所以呢都是一知半解。再加上呢对于语言的诠释、语言的沟通、文言跟现代语言中国文字跟世界其他各国的文字解释起来完全不到位。所以其实《孙子兵法》是源自于《易经》里边的，它有36计嘛。你看为什么36？3加9，3加6等于9，6 6 36，它就是一个什么？一个96，用天地数来作为兵法的一套书。
Actually, Master Ho said 孙子 also comes from Yijing, the Book of Changes.
Okay.
But unfortunately, nowadays people they cannot get the true meaning of this book, the 孙子兵法, 孙子. And the 孙子has 36 methods. to tell you 36 methods how
Yeah.
to, in the battlefield you can win, from the battle.
Yeah.
And 36 comes from 3 plus 6 equal 9.
Yeah, wait, that's the 36 now. Is this, when you read this book, is it military strategy? Does it actually, tell a commander who's fighting a war exactly how to set up his positions to win the battle?
Yeah. Yes.
Can you tell us that?
他说，那《孙子兵法》大概讲的就是说，军事上的一些是告诉你如何在战争当中去取胜和如何在战争上去站位的一些方法。那可以讲一些关于这方面的东西吗？
第一个，它应用天时地利人和。什么叫天时呢？就是按照时间，这个时间对哪一方面有利，它会采取它的风向雨势来作为行军或者是支流布阵的一个重要依据。再来，他讲地道，什么叫地道呢？就是奇门遁甲。奇门遁甲呢，学的奇门遁甲可以诸事不用问，他让你怎么来屯兵，按照地形地物来应用。再加长兵以民，就是把所有的部队，平常的时候呢，就潜藏在老百姓身上，是吧？他随时也可以应用天道、地道、人道来作为有利于征服对方、打胜对方的一个依据。这就是我们所谓的天地人，也就是《孙子兵法》的起源。
There are very important 3 elements in the military strategy. They are timing, because you have to know what time is the good for the battles.
That's right.
Yeah, and the second one is, they use the cosmology to calculate the timing.
Okay.
And the second one is position.
Okay.
Because you put the people or some instrument to there, they have the to know what directions and positions is good for
for the battle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the third one is people. They had the soldiers during the residence, and when time's up, and the peoples will to be ready to the battle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's military strategies. Yeah, that's the Sun Tzu.
So this would be a
book.
wonderful book for a military commander
Yes.
to actually read and say, well, now I'm going to learn more about the strategy so I can win this battle.
Yeah.
Yeah, my goodness. Yeah, that's really wonderful. The I Ching has been inspired everything from folk superstition to works of high philosophy, and in many ways, it's the operating manual for the Chinese culture. Okay? Can you, I guess, can you elaborate on that a little bit for us? Also, the I Ching, in one of the other concepts that we need to mention, I think there's 5 elemental phrases or 5 states of change, which is the Yu Xing. Wu Xing. Yeah. I have it here in my notes. There's wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. Can you give us a whole round trip on this?
Okay. 他说，《易经》被很多以前的民族或者是关于迷信的书所激发，所以它可以作为一个其实对于中国文化的传统一个运营的手册。首先，他想问您是否同意？那第二点来讲，他说《易经》还有另外一个概念，是说它会提到五行。那五行当中包括金木水火土。那他问说这些是什么？具体来讲，如何去运用五行？
好的，这个五行啊，它有这个时间五行有纳甲五行，有五脏五行，人物五行，甚至在这个宇宙万象当中有金木水火土这些星情在运行当中的这个五行，这个都具备的啊。所以我们有一句话叫做“麻雀虽小，五脏俱全”。虽然麻雀很小，可是它五行都具备，这个意思。所以我们认同什么事情都在阴阳五行深刻制化之中，这是可以解释的。
There are many different 五行 actually. They have 纳甲、五脏、人 and we also have the operation 五行. So there are many kinds of 五行.
Okay.
There are old saying that even though the small bird is too small, but this bird has all the organs, which means everything contains 5 elements.
Animals.
Elements.
Oh, elements.
Yeah,
Okay.
elements means
Okay. Okay.
五行.
Yeah, what I want to get at is what does wood represent? What does fire represent? Earth, metal, and water. What do they represent?
OK， 他说那五行当中，他想知道金木水火土分别代表了什么。
金就是金属啊，木就是植物啊，就是草木啊。那火呢？当然我们就知道就是 fire 啊，对吧？那水就是水啊。
那他想说，麻雀虽小，五脏俱全。为什么说任何事情它都含五行呢？在其他的事情当中，怎么体现这个五行呢？
我们应用在五行，它在方位五行里边，就是说上是火，下是水，左是木，右是金，中央是土，这不就是方位五行吗？那么我们还有在各种金属的应用。你看我们中国人话常常讲有什么东西，怎么没有人讲南北呢？因为东西就是一个木一个金嘛，这叫东西。南北是一个水一个火啊，你用不了啊。那土就是大地啊，那个大地里面有大地或藏，真载火种，那个是属于大地。所以我们在具体生活当中呢，可以解释这个是可以的。
Okay, you know, wood is wood, fire is fire. Okay. But for example, if we use the 5 elements in the direction, the up is fire, the downside is water, the left hand is wood, and the right is metal, and in the middle is earth. So we use 5 elements we can use in the direction. And we also can use in many other things, maybe in the metals. I think Tracy can add more.
Yeah, Tracy. How would we? How would we use all these things? I mean, to what use? The wood, fire, the earth, the metal, and the water. What do we use each one for?
Each one represent the nature elements. Like in the nature, there are woods, there are like grass, and there's like that's the wood part, and the fire represent the water.
Okay.
And the earth that's represent because the wood they generate from the water. You need the water to nourish. So there is like a productive cycle, and there is the destructive cycle, like the water produces the wood, and the wood produces the fire, and the fire produces the earth, and the earth produce.
They can create.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
How would you use this in your daily life?
You mean?
Like a
just you, or just Mr. Ho, or any of us.
Okay. So actually, if you every people they contain those like 5 elements, but different people have different the balance is different.
Yeah.
So some people may lack of water, and some people may lack of the metal.
Yeah.
So you need to maybe if you lack water, maybe you have to get some water.
I think Master Ho can give an example.
Yes. We only have about 3 minutes left.
Okay.
But I'd like to find out, how do we get this into our daily living? How do we use these
就
things?
是您可不可以举个例子，说在日常生活当中，我们如何去运用五行？就举一个例子来谈的话，
好，就像我们的房子里边，我这个人属性属木，对吧？那我住的房子里边是要向北的，北的呢就是北方壬癸水，水呢生我这个木，那所以呢我住到这个向北的房子，我就很顺当，我可以抖吧的，可以生活得很好，这个就是五行生克之化。 那如果说我今天不小心我住到金型房子，就是向西的房子的话，那我就完蛋了。为什么呢？我工作比时间花的时间多，那我得到的收获比别人少。这是我应用在五行里面的一个例子。对。
Like for example, if I'm looking for a house or apartment, and I'm the wood, I should to look for the house face to the north direction.
All right, okay.
Because north represent the water.
Yes.
And the water will create wood.
This is
that will be good for you, the good fortune.
This is part of the feng shui?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And the water will create wood. That means the north direction is good for you. That's the example how you use 5 elements in your daily life.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So the thing is, if you're, so in other words, this is like directing you to do the right thing or do the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Or it's similar to the feng shui then.
Yes.
Because you don't want to buy a house at the end of the road where cars are speeding, where it smashes right into your house.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
To avoid misfortune.
So actually, this would give you a little more insight of what's right and what's wrong and everything else. And we only have another minute. So, Mr. Ho, it's your minute. And just to tell everybody where we can get these books and read these books. That's what I'd like to find out.
是，这个易经啊是世界文化的主言，我们乐意啊把我们的心得啊与全世界人来一起分享。那我们建构了世界易经文化总会这个易经的学院，那么我们包括德国现在成立啦，瑞士成立啦，日本成立啦，澳洲成立啦，中国大陆呢，我们正希望大家一起来交流，把这些东西一起来研究，那么这是我们共同的目标。对。
Okay.
Yeah, and then also, wait a minute, we're not finished yet. I want to find out how everybody can reach Mr. Ho. Let's find out about that.
是这个，我们随便找到我们的Global 的这个易经Association， 这个我们随时都可以找得到。
Yes. You can find on internet www.globaliching.org. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So it's www.globaliching.org.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. That's fine. That's very good. Is there anything else that you'd like to say before we go off the air?
他说还有什么？就已经结束了，但你还是想说一些什么吗？还是
就是我们愿意把这个易经让全世界人一起来分享。对。
Yeah, I think that's pretty much Master Ho want to mention today.
Good.
And thank you very much.
Well, we thank you very much for being here on the Zhouyi Show, Persons of Interest. We thank you, and God bless you, and stay well.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yeah.